Everyone, welcome back to this beautiful channel. It's me, the Chainsaw Maniac, your favorite webcomic creator, animator, inspirator, and motivator, here to help you with your creative journey. So in this video, I will just be doing a little bit of an update on the City of Clones, as well as my Blender webcomic process, and letting you guys know exactly what's going on, as well as also updating you on what's to come for my future projects and future activities on this channel. And let's start off with the first bit of good news. I have completed the City of Clones. Yes, it's been completed, everyone. So as I've said before, I will be doing a full walkthrough on the process used to create that webcomic, the ins and outs of how I created it, as well as giving you guys a few tips and tricks here and there on the Blender webcomic process, so that you guys know exactly how I utilized Blender on its own to create a webcomic. Now, as always, if you guys enjoy the content that I do and you want more, I suggest you hit up this video with a like and subscribe to this channel, as well as ring that notification bell to be notified of anything else I do on this channel. If you would like to suggest specific topics for a video and would like me to go more in depth on certain topics, you can do that all in the comment section down below. So the City of Clones has been completed. Yes, this webcomic journey has been really awesome, and not just this webcomic journey, but also the Blender process of creating a webcomic has been a really interesting, as well as a very motivating process for me. I will now make my webcomic process more efficient, as well as speed things up a bit for myself. So in terms of making backgrounds and all those type of things, so I don't have to really now draw every background. I have 3D modeled backgrounds that I will be texturing to fit my specific style or art form, and that is really going to help me out in the long run. Now, I have set up my Patreon, and I have received my very first Patreon. Shout out to Kelly Johnson again for joining the Patreon squad, and I've already uploaded the City of Clones to my Patreon. So those of you who want early access, I suggest you head over there and you can check it out for yourself. Also, all the walkthrough videos that I plan to do for the City of Clones, you will gain early access to them on the Patreon. So I haven't released them yet on YouTube, but on the Patreon they will be released as soon as I can get to them. But they will be released later on YouTube, so you could wait for that, or you could just hop onto Patreon and just dive right into those walkthroughs and stuff. Also, you'll gain more access to the actual files that I've worked on, so you can actually dissect them and go through the files that I've used in Blender to actually learn more about the process and maybe gain more insight on it as well. So more about the City of Clones and the Blender process, a lot of pros and cons that I have with it, but mostly pros, to be honest. The only con I have for this process is the text and speech bubble elements of it. When it comes to the graphic design elements of it, I will be using Photoshop for the text and speech bubbles, but otherwise everything else in Blender. When it comes to setting up the panels, even that's in Blender. Most of the finishing touches, like the shining up of the final product, will be done in Photoshop, just to bring out the webcomic's fullest potential. As for what's coming next, I will be working on another project called Blade Reapers, which is my big comic that I always wanted to do, and now that I have the time as well as I have the equipment and everything, I can now put my all into this project as well. You can see I'm working on one of the assets on screen, which kind of looks like some sort of crazy Batmobile. Well, it's kind of going to be the main source of the main characters traveling throughout the series, from getting from point A to point B. So yeah, it has some interesting features to it. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I'm still busy working on it at the moment. But to sum up exactly what Blade Reapers is about. Blade Reapers is actually a comic that deals with like demons and demon hunting and stuff like that. So the main inspiration I had for this webcomic was Devil May Cry, as well as some elements of God of War even. This was basically the main inspirations I had for this webcomic, mostly Devil May Cry, to be honest, in terms of the demons and stuff like that. I have my own little unique twist on it, and it's going to be a mystery thriller action type thing, you know. There's gonna be cases to solve and stuff like that. There's gonna be a specific unit of people who deal specifically with the demon cases, and if you read the City of Clones, the last part of the comic really dives into what's coming for the future of Blade Reapers as well. As for other projects that I plan on doing, there's a little romance series I guess I'm doing, a series of romance short stories called Pray for Love. And basically what the series is about some guy trying to find love, and he's going on these dating apps and trying to find, you know, his perfect match. And he finds a few matches, and let's just say they don't turn out to be the exact woman that he's looking for. I can't give away too much, but many of the characters in the series have also been inspired by some of my webcomic friends or creative friends, specifically Q, Nikki, and Strawberry. And you guys can check out their channels. I'll leave links to their channels down in the description down below. They really have some awesome content over there if you guys are interested. And there's also a character actually inspired by Luna by Webcomics in Blade Reapers. Not this one though, but Blade Reapers. She might actually, you know, I might actually work around this, but we'll see. But as you guys know, all my comics are in a connective universe. So instead of telling multiple standalone stories, I'm basically just telling different stories within the universe itself at different points in time. The timeline isn't quite linear, so these take place in different points in time within my universe. So that's a little interesting thing for you guys to keep an eye on. As for the videos coming out on this channel, I plan to do a lot more webcomic content, obviously, and I'm going to be utilizing a lot of aspects with Blender. I'm planning to do also a video talking about my artistic journey and how exactly I got into the animation industry, as well as the entire timeline of my journey as a creative person. But whenever I get the time to do that, you know, I'll hop onto that. But for now, I'm just concentrating on Blade Reapers and all the other projects to come. I'm working on Blade Reapers as well as Pray for Love in the back as well. So I'm working on two kind of projects at the same time here, because Pray for Love isn't really going to be a giant project. Each episode is maybe going to be like 20 panels. It's not going to be like a big thing. So I'm really happy for that. That's not going to really tire me out or burn me out. Blade Reapers on the other hand, each episode's I'm going to bring it back down to maybe 40 panels, because I know I've been quite insane with the City of Clones, and each episode was like 80, with the last episode being the combination of two episodes, so basically 160 panels. And that's not exactly what I'm aiming for with my future projects, because I will die if I continue doing my projects in that way. As always, the live streams will be happening on Saturday nights, as we always have been doing. Soon, I think me and the Discord are planning some interesting videos coming to you guys soon. To ourselves for now. Just keep an eye out on my channel. I will be announcing some other things as well. So this is just a little bit of an update video. Don't forget, I will be releasing the walkthrough of my entire process with the City of Clones, so keep an eye out for that as well. And if you guys want to support me, you can check out my Patreon as well as my Ko-fi. You know, if you don't really want to pay every month, the Ko-fi is a good sure way to just, you know, drop like $1 in my lap or whatever amount. It really doesn't matter, to be honest with you, but I always appreciate the support. And if you can't support me that way, best way to support me is by subscribing to the channel and, you know, hitting up the videos with the likes and the views, and that's always the best way to support your boy. So if you guys want to know more about the webcomic process, I suggest checking out this video over here. It might give you an insight as well as maybe outline exactly my process. Plenty of other videos as well which could be directed to, and I'll leave a link to those in the description down below to kind of give you an idea of what I do during my Blender/webcomic process. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye now.